In your book, Eliana, one thing I noticed quite remarkably, quite starkly, is that you have had a very eventful life. And one thing that struck me so much was how many times you moved home and moved countries over and over again. How did you manage to make those hard decisions? And what do you think are your key lessons from all that moving?
Wow. You know, it wasn't intended, I have to say. And it was really interesting, a very cathartic exercise to actually writing this book, because when I was going through all that, the past 33 years has been very challenging. I've come across many crossroads. But as I was going through those difficulties, um, I just allowed my intuition and my heart to lead the way. It was my heart that made me say yes to my Prince Charming.
Mm.
And even though getting married, which is something I never really intended doing as a teenager, I thought I'm not gonna get into that trap. So I was already like in my late 20s when I met Roger, and everything changed. But yes, it was really dropping into my heart. I would be faced with a very difficult decision,
Mm-hmm.
and I trained myself to listen to my heart over my head, because if I had listened to my reason, I would have not got married, for instance. And people might ask, if you could turn back the clock. My family might ask me that question many times. uh, would you have turned that down, and so that you would have not gone through what you did go through? And my answer, my honest answer is no, I wouldn't, because making that decision with the heart led me to where I am today and who I am today. So the main lesson really that I've learned is trust, really, to trust my heart, to trust my intuition, and to trust my inner world, not the external, dictating what I should or should not do. So yes, trusting. I trust my heart unconditionally, and I do not compromise that at all, ever.
That's just so
That
inspiring.
that doesn't mean to say that I don't analyze things, because of course,
Mm.
like if I go back to the holistic approach, of course I need to, I'm not going to just jump at whatever. I need to put everything on the scale, but ultimately my heart leads the way, because the heart is the center of who I am, in terms
Mm.
of, is if I bring something else into the equation with those four different areas: the soul, which is the spiritual side of ourselves, the metaphysical side of ourselves, the physical body, the mental capacities that we have, and the ability to experience drawing with emotions, but
Mm.
all that combines into the center of our hearts, which is the
Mm.
unconditional love, that we it's important that every single individual learn to really love and trust ourselves unconditionally.
It's very powerful what you're saying, and I think it takes practice. I mean,
Oh,
one isn't, it's not again customary to do that in
mm,
our society, and so to keep practicing, and even if it doesn't work out, it's okay. You're building a muscle, aren't you?
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. Yeah, you
Mm.
couldn't be. Yeah,
Thank you, Eliana.
thank you.